Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly angel reading for September 29th through to October 5th. Another month gone by. Can you believe it? I can't. The year, I think, has been one of the fastest years ever for me. So I'm just gonna soak it all up while it's happening and just really take a moment to thank the Archangel Michael. Some of you may know that today, the 29th, is the day that many people celebrate the Archangel Michael, Saint Michael. It's called Michael Mass, I believe, in the Catholic faith. And he is a non-denominational, powerful archangel who actually is the closest to us on the earth, who really helps us as human beings to live our purpose, to have courage, and is also an incredibly protective and supportive being for us. He is the patron saint of the emergency services. Often, that's why people will say there's always the blue light flashing. And he, with great respect, as Doreen Virtue often says, is also an incredible handyman in the divine world. So if you're finding your computer's gone wrong or something's not working, your car perhaps, if it's for the highest good, he will help you with it. So please know that Archangel Michael doesn't have to be just with you in an emergency. It doesn't have to be a life-changing, life purpose kind of make or break moment. It can be that you just want him to help you to feel better, to really take action with your dreams. And I know that for me, he completely transformed the way that I'm able to live my life, the way that I'm able to have my health and the energy that I have and do the work that I do. So thank you, Archangel Michael. And we're going to see what the fairies actually say. I was going to be using the Archangel deck for you for that reason, but no, the fairies popped out and they want to just bring some lightness to this week. They're very playful. They're incredibly generous creators for us, and also really help us to bring about more creativity and action within our human lives. So let's see what the fairies have to say for us this week. Okay, all right, this is always a good one. Perfect timing. This is the right time for you to move forward. So this is the right time for you to move forward. If you've been doubting yourself, go for it. This kind of goes with the theme of last week, which was all about us remembering how supported we are, how this is a great time for our success. So this continues the theme this week. The fairies are wanting us to really believe on ourselves and know that sometimes there is a time for stillness and sometimes there is a time for action. This is definitely a time for action, and also for us to remember that while it is a time for action, that we cannot control every single thing, that sometimes we have to go, okay, there is a divine plan at work here and I'm part of the co-creation. Part of us as manifestors is also to remember that we are creators of our lives, but there are so many other things at play and a bigger picture that we can't always see, and the fairies are reminding us of that. So on one hand, taking action to really make things happen for us, that really we are the creators of our experience, but also to know that our timing is not always in line with the divine plan. Sometimes we're wanting to push things too much, and sometimes we have to really relax into what's really meant for us. So there you go, there's the card, perfect timing for the beginning of the week. So remember that if you're feeling slightly impatient, or if indeed you're feeling slightly hesitant about going for it, definitely time for us to believe in ourselves. Okay, here we go. This is interesting. Affirmations. To lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. There we go. So an affirmation could be, it's safe for me to take action. I am a powerful creator of my life. I am confident in all of my dreams. I trust myself. That's what the fairies are saying. Trusting ourselves, knowing that we have the power to do anything that we want to do, but sometimes we're so focused on, oh, I can't do this, or I'm not enough, or blah 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 blah, or perhaps even we're just wanting something to happen, but we're still telling ourselves the story of, oh, it's not happened yet, or I don't have the money, or he's not arrived, or, you know, I'm so whatever it is, even whatever you find yourself saying, or I never am able to do that, just really go, okay, cancel, clear, delete that. There's a little thing that Doreen teaches, and that is just to do a little hand sweep over here. We have a lot of fun with that. That's just my funny thing. I have a funny memory about that. You just do a hand sweep over there, and it's just clearing that energy of when you catch yourself having a less than helpful thought. Just asking yourself, is this really focused on what I desire right now, or am I keeping myself stuck in what's not happening? Affirmations are incredibly powerful, so use that to help you to stay on track in the middle of the week. Alright, so the end of the week, okay, there is a definite theme here. This is a great week to remember who we truly are as divine, powerful beings. This card literally says you've got the power, use your abilities to resolve the situation, you can do it. So on one hand, the fairies are saying, yes, this is indeed confirmation that it's not a time for us to hesitate or procrastinate. It's really a time to use what we have to take action, to take the next step, to make that phone call, to start to create a project that matters to us. But also to know that if things aren't going our way, or perhaps we've been given some guidance or even a human message that we would perhaps rather have not have heard, is just to know that nothing is set in stone. That's the one thing I know about life, apart from some of the key people that we're supposed to meet, and, you know, our own bodies, and, you know, a couple of the key things in our lives. It's really, nothing is set in stone. Okay, nothing. That we have many, many different choices all the time, and it's up to us what we do with our lives. So if you're feeling a little powerless or helpless, or have been given some news that you'd rather not have, just know that you have a choice about what you do with that. You know, life is mysterious. I am the first one to say that. We don't always know why things happen, and it's certainly not making us feel, you know, guilty about that or anything, but also to know that, you know, life is what we make it, isn't it? And so just kind of go, okay, yeah, all right, what can I do about this situation? I can choose to let it make me feel down and sad, or I can choose to use it to empower myself to make maybe clearer decisions, or decisions that are right for me. I can choose to move in a different direction. I can choose to take a rest. But knowing that nothing and no one is a source of our power or our peace or our happiness, that we are that. So lots of people will say, but how can I be happy if I'm sick, or how can I be happy when I've got some bad news? It's not saying that you have to be happy every minute of the day, but, you know, some of the strongest, most inspirational people are those that choose to rise above their circumstances, no matter what is going on, and always try and see the best in their situation. So it is possible, and the fairies are reminding you of your incredible power. So just take a moment to breathe in, right deep down into your belly. Right in the center of your stomach, there is your solar plexus, your inner sunshine. Breathing in and letting that sunshine be even brighter. Breathing out and letting it expand, so that that sunshine is all around you, so that you're glowing sunshine, so that there is a space in you that knows that you are a bright, shiny spark of divine love and light. I will leave you with that message, because there's nothing else more powerful than that. You are so loved, and I love you. Take care, everyone, and I'll speak to you next week. Bye-bye.